I have to say, I don't remember watching you in a bad movie. I tried. I really tried this morning. Oh my God, what? And I couldn't. So how do you choose your projects? What do you look for?
Well, I've been very lucky thus far. Trust me, I'm sure it won't always be that way. But I've been pretty lucky thus far, and also just I've got a pretty smart manager. We have a lot of conversations, and we talk about the kind of movies we would want to go see, or I like being part of movies that I would love to go see. So, I don't know.
Why did you choose to do Spider-Man? What did you see on the script, or?
And also I have to point out, I don't just get to pick the movies. I mean, I also have to be cast, which is a major part of it. So I don't get to just pick and choose. But I loved the story of Gwen Stacy, and then going and auditioning with Andrew, who I think is such an incredible actor and did such an incredible job with Spider-Man, which everyone will see, I'm sure, soon. Just what a great job he did. That was a huge part of the draw too. It's just getting to act with him and getting to tell this story from the ground up, and of a boy's struggle and his first love, and yeah.
Is there a specific aspect of the script, of the story of Gwen that you really like, and I say, I want to play this?
Well, there's a pretty tragic element to Gwen Stacy ultimately, and I think that she's always kind of focused on mortality because her dad is the police chief, and every day he could possibly go out and die. So I think her whole life she's been thinking about death, and then she's unwittingly drawn to a man who is Spider-Man, who is always in the face of death, and then ultimately, she experiences something shocking and terrible, and I think that was a big, morbid part of the draw, is this kind of perfectly put together, responsible girl who is so surrounded by all this morbidity.
And I was watching some footage this morning.
Yeah.
And I was looking at you playing Gwen, and I'm a huge comic book fan. I grew up with Spider-Man and Gwen. I cried when she died, of course, right, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
And because I was really, really young. And I felt like I was seeing a cartoon from the 70s, like a drawing from the 70s come to life.
Oh,
it was
nice.
my impression.
Thank
I was really impressed.
Thank you so much.
Did you research old comics? Where did you go to?
I did. I mean, I didn't read all of them. I read quite a few, and there are some compilation books like Death of the Stacys, and there's a lot of information packets that you can get on a lot of the characters. The thing is that this Gwen was a very solid combination of Spectacular Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man, and it was a combination, Ultimate Spider-Man, a combination of all of them, kind of. So there was some sass, and there was some sweetness, and she wasn't really a hippie like she was in some parts of the comics, and so it was really a major focus on building the character kind of from the ground up, because I couldn't possibly go back through all the different incarnations of Gwen, but yeah, it was an interesting process. And learning about science was a pretty major part of the process too, because in this version she's an intern for Dr. Connors. And
what kind of science did you learn?
We went to these science centers, and I learned about regenerative science, about stem cell research, and I got to put an axolotl to sleep, which is like a Mexican lizard, and they chopped its arm off to see how it regrows and to study that. So that was pretty crazy. I've never really put anything to sleep before with a needle. It's pretty new experience.
And I know this is your first superhero movie.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between chopping off zombies and attacking lizards?
Well, I don't really attack the lizard. And I did definitely shoot some zombies in the face, so that was exciting to get to do that. But I don't know, it was a different type of action this go round. I wasn't really too action heavy. I wasn't coming on strong with a double barrel shotgun like I was last time. So, with a pump shotgun.
Gwen Stacy a shotgun.
They should throw a pump shotgun her way. I know how to handle that thing. Yeah, but it was different.